Hello, it's Karen again, and I'm just going to do a few little things that have been on my mind or happened. As you can see, back home, it's kind of a cloudy, chilly day. It's warming up a little bit, but I had a heavy windbreaker on today, which is very disappointing because it has been, warm. But anyway, yesterday, we got home last night around 8 o'clock. Now, we had stopped to see my cousin who had prepared breakfast for us, and then we played sequence for 7 games, because the men didn't want to lose, so we had to accommodate them. And we had a good time, good day. We left their house at about 1:45, which wasn't too bad for me. My husband aimed for 1, so 1:45, that's good for me to get out of there. But that's where the fun ended. Now, they live in Lady Lake, Florida, which is about an hour and 15, 20 minutes from Disney World. Getting to their house was no problem, but getting from their house back on to 95 was a pain in the neck, and in fact, frankly, had me scared to death. Now, I'm not a good passenger on a good day. I don't like to go too fast. I don't want to tailgate. I especially don't want to tailgate. I want to leave 2, 3 car lengths in between my car and the next car. Well, of course, nobody drives like that anymore. I've always felt safe with my husband, no problem. Well, yesterday was a bit of a different story. We're on I-75, which I don't know if anybody is familiar with it, but it's a truck road. Now, yesterday, of course, being Sunday, not too many trucks on there. So I figured, this is going to be no sweat going on. Unfortunately, we have to be there on that road for almost 100 miles. And I would say, 95 miles of it were sheer horror to me. They drive like maniacs. People are passing on the right, people are passing on the left. If I was driving, I would have been on the right-hand lane anyway, the furthest one over, going the speed limit. I go the speed limit. But that way, I wouldn't have anybody passing me on the right-hand side, because the only thing that would maybe disturb me a little bit would be the people coming onto the highway. But out there, it's in the middle of the boonies, not that many exits along that road. My husband, however, chose to drive in the second lane for the most part, between the second and third. He didn't even go into the first lane. Now, I don't know if he realized how upset, scared, tired, whatever I was, but the cars were whizzing every place. We had a motorcycle come from the right, miss our car by about, I don't know, a foot maybe, go right in front of our car, and then into the third lane, at which time he proceeded to weave back and forth, and it was a disaster waiting to happen. I figured we would get up far enough on that road and find him dead someplace. It was terrible. It scared me. I finally ended up taking off my glasses and turning my back to my husband, who was driving, curling up in a fetal position and shutting my eyes, because it got to be that bad. I I couldn't take it anymore. I can't talk to him while he's driving because he doesn't know what I'm saying. So I thought he might have been looking at me enough to know that I was a little nervous. But sometimes, I'm not saying he was doing it on purpose, but frankly, I think he was a little pissed that we left 45 minutes later. So I think he might have known it was aggravating me just a little bit. I don't know that for sure. He swears up and down he didn't know. So I guess I have to take him on his word. But I don't know. Anyway, we did finally make it home. But on the way, he did notice at one point that he said, "Are you all right?" And I just went, I don't want to go into it. So he said, "Do you want to stop?" And I knew we were going to stop someplace. It's a 4.5-hour, almost 5-hour trip back to the house. We have a place that we generally stop to eat, but that's only an hour from the house. So I told him to get off the road at the Jacksonville airport. There's a lot of restaurants there. He went right by the exit. Again, on purpose. And he said, "No, I think we're going to stop where we usually stop." Now, that prompted me to write a little essay to him that I know he could read when we stopped, because I was that angry. And, I said, geez, when I take the time to say, you ask me if I want to stop, I say, yep, pull off here, and you go right by the exit. What do you do? What do you do? It's been 45 years, can't do too much now. Please, Lord, just till 50 years. After that, I would just like to have a 50th anniversary. Well, today, I hit the jackpot. With all my shopping trips with Betty to Kohl's, I had gotten $30 called cash. And I went in, and I needed a jacket because we found out at Disney World that it really did get chilly there. That last night, actually the morning we left, it was surprisingly chilly. And I, of course, didn't bring any jackets with me because I figured, it's going to be fine. So we proceeded to Kohl's with my $30 Kohl's cash. I found a $44 jacket, which, of course, when you bring it up to the register, it's never that price anyway. So it came out to be $29. But then, of course, in Georgia, God love them, they have sales tax. But it came out to $29.99. But when you give them Kohl's cash, then they don't charge you sale. I don't know how it works out. Anyway, they deduct the Kohl's cash. I ended up with a free jacket. Now that was good. That was a bonus for me. Not only that, it's young looking. So I'm very pleased. So now when we go in May, I suppose it's going to be, 95, 100 degrees, and I'm not going to need it anyway, but you never know. I think I'll bring it at night in restaurants because it can get chilly in there. But anyway, I was just so happy I found that. The dogs were happy to see us. I think the person who boards the dogs was happy to see us too. But it's good to be home. This is going to be an easy day. I'll probably be taking a vacation from my vacation for the next couple of days. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye. God bless.